Hey folks, I'm Matt.
I'm Ron.
And we're going for a rip. Alright.
Well, you know, the best thing about the terrain for me is just the traction.
Traction?
Oh, it's unbelievable. You know, this year and even last year, you now have the choice of switching to all-wheel drive as opposed to intelligent drive.
Okay.
So when we had that really cold snap here, obviously we wanted to be in four-wheel drive, and we can actually select that, which is great.
Totally.
And I drive the Terrain, so...
right, yeah. Which model do you have again?
Yeah, I've got the Denali with the 2-liter turbo. That baby, when you put your gas down, will set your head right back. It's got that much torque and power.
It really does.
And the best part about it is I did a round trip to Vancouver, averaged 7.2 liters to 100 kilometers.
No kidding.
Very pleased with that.
Wow.
And I do like the push-button transmission as well. It just gives you a little more room in the cockpit, and it's so easy in parking lots. You just work in your fingers, and away you go.
The thing that blows me away with these vehicles is just how much stuff is automatic in these now. Because this guy's got your automatic headlamps, so it'll automatically toggle your high beams for you. You don't have to worry about that. You have your front crash mitigation, so it'll start to apply the brakes for you, and also change your speedometer when you're on highway. It's really just absolutely loaded up with tech features.
And exclusive to the Terrain, of course, your seat will fold completely flat, along with the back seat. So I actually took some 2x4x8s and closed the rear gate and did some maintenance in the backyard last summer. And that's more storage area than some of our competition's trucks have.
Now, Ron, I know that you're a massive, massive hockey guy. You're a big Leafs fan from way back. Involved lots in minor hockey in the community here. So, whereabouts did your roots start with hockey?
Well, first of all, you're scoring big points. You know, it's funny because I did nearly 25 years of hockey play-by-play, 10 of them right here with the Cougars. But it actually started, believe it or not, at age 8.
Wow.
And I remember in my hometown of St. Mary's, Ontario, Mom and Dad would send me to bed after the second period of the hockey game. But they would leave my bedroom door open just enough that I could hear the game. Couldn't see it, but I could hear it. And something triggered in my mind. And from that point on, I chose my high school courses and all that kind of stuff with play-by-play in mind. So I took lots of English, theater arts to get the nervousness out of my system.
Right.
And, I just got lucky, but I pursued it with vigor and put in 32 years all told in broadcasting.
Wow.
It was a lot of fun. And what happened in all that process was stock car racing fell into my lap. I went to a track in London, Ontario called Delaware Speedway as a kid. I got bit by the stock car bug at an early age. And then in about 1988, I just dropped the business card off saying, hey, if you ever need an announcer, I've had a bit of experience. And I got hired and put in pretty much a Hall of Fame career the next 25 years on the national tour, which included Sportsnet, TSN, Speed, all those U.S. stations. And it was just, it complemented the hockey in the wintertime, stock car racing in the summer, drag racing in there as well. So all in all, it was just a wonderful career. I wish I was still doing it, but all good things must end, I guess. But I do support the Kings, love the BCHL, the style of hockey. Still a fond follower of the Cougars, of course, but I just like being a little closer to the action, and at the Rolling Mixed Concrete Arena, of course, you're right on top of the play, so I love that.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a lot more intimate experience in that arena for sure. Being in London, Ontario, working for the Knights and that sort of thing, what was the driving factor that brought you all the way out here to Prince George?
Well, it's kind of interesting because my career did cross paths in about 2000 when I was offered an opportunity to open and manage Sun Valley Speedway, which was in Vernon, Vernon, BC. And I was in Ontario doing the Kingston Frontenacs, enjoying life, had a great run there. I think I was into my 7th or 8th season. And and offered this, what I thought at the time was a dream job. It's not too often you see a stock car track open in Canada, and I had the opportunity to run it. And it was a state-of-the-art track. Unfortunately, the ownership wasn't that strong, and ultimately the track went by the wayside. But during that process, I moved out to Vernon. My kids were here, and then ultimately when the track didn't succeed as well as we had hoped, I had to go back to Ontario to do play-by-play of the Ottawa 67s, but my kids stayed in Vernon, and that made it excruciating for me because they were young at the time. And one day I saw a bulletin pop up on the bulletin board that there was a play-by-play job in Prince George, and I knew they played Kamloops and Kelowna, and I thought, wow, I'd be able to see my kids quite a bit. And so I took the job, and here we are all these years later. My kids are in their 20s, and everything's great and wonderful from that perspective.
And keeping it in the family, you actually have one of your kids working with us as well.
Yeah, Robert Foster is his real name. Robert Foster St. Clair. Robert because he was born on October the 4th, and I named him after Bobby Orr.
Beautiful.
And Foster because of the great Foster Hewitt, who was play-by-play forever, of course. Foster Hewitt I didn't think was the best play-by-play person. I always thought Danny Gallivan was. But Foster was certainly the first. And so Robert Foster, who's one of our lot guys here and doing a whale of a job, is my only son.
And we absolutely love having him. Kid's got a great work ethic, just like Dad. You know, no problem, too big, too small. He's a really great member of our team here.
Yeah, he works hard. I'm glad to see that.
Now, Foster Hewitt, a little bit before my time, unfortunately. But, you know, in working with you and talking with you, you've certainly educated me on him. And you do a very, very good Foster Hewitt impression. I don't suppose I could squeeze that out of you for the camera.
Well, Foster Hewitt did his first game in 1923 from a phone booth at the Mutual Street Arena in Toronto. And his very first ever call went,
hello, hockey fans. It's Foster Hewitt here from the Mutual Street Arena in Toronto. And I sure hope you can hear us, as we've had problems here with this line.
It's been a pleasure. It's
Thanks so much for coming along, Ron. You made my job super easy. You know, one question would lead into maybe about 4 or 5 answers, but I mean, it's great that we're able to have some other folks get to know you as well as we know you here.
Go for a rip anytime.
Go for a rip. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.
I pretty much answer everything without being asked.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. You just kept rolling, went right through everything I wanted to talk about. I love it.
There's a salesman in front of me. We're all done.
Yeah, that's right. Just put a pin right there. We're done. Finish it.